Hey Pisces, I'm here for another reading for you today, so feel free to take in a deep breath and connect with that inner source of yours so you can know what parts of this reading may be for you. Now the reading is going to be general and timeless. You can have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, so just take what resonates with you. But if you would like a personal reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records for past life regression, anything else, feel free to check out the box below. It has my website 144bluerosetemple.com and my email. We do have a Venusian workshop and temple activation that will be recorded even if you can't join live on October 18th. Feel free to check out the website to join. And just as always, thank you for your love. Thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe. Go click on that notification bell and go like that like button so you can know when the next reading does come out and so I can connect more with your energy in the readings. Now, there's a part of you that's returning back home to you, Pisces. We have returning home over here, a loving welcome, a lot of fours here. So you could be saying 144 or even 444. And I get a ringing in my ear as I say that. The crystal path, mineral spirits, crystal beings. Transition, life between lifetimes, a loving welcome. Now, you could be going through crystalline activations. Again, whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. During this time, I'm noticing the entire collective going through a lot of body, cellular, and crystalline activations. You know, where if your body is purging, you know, sometimes even like an injury, getting sick, things like that. It's kind of the body's way of resetting quicker. And it's 144 as I say that. So for some of you, if you got anything going on with your body, this could mean that this reading is for you. It could be crystalline activations. Now, what I'm also seeing is for some of you calling back your energy or even calling back like soul fragments, multidimensional soul gifts back to you. Okay, as you can see here with the returning home. And what's also coming through is if you are a soul walk-in, or you know, soul retrieval or soul walk-in is also what I'm hearing. This reading can resonate with you. For Pisces, why do we have transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome, mineral spirits, and crystal beings? Aphrodite, eternal love, and Artemis, brave spirit over here. We do have protect your energy. All right, Pisces, the bravest thing is opening your heart, right? The bravest thing is to open your heart. It is to be vulnerable. We do have Aphrodite, eternal love, Artemis, brave spirit. Why do we have transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome, mineral spirits, crystal beings? Aphrodite, eternal love, and brave spirit. Why Aphrodite, eternal love, and brave spirit? Now we do have storm warning over here. We have magician and the mirror. We have cornucopia as well. So beautiful things are coming in. I do see a storm warning. Oh well, it works out in your favor anyway. Yeah, sun card and victory. Pisces. Pisces, put it in the comments below. My soul destiny is anchored, or put victory in the comments below. That's funny, Pisces, where again, we have storm warning, but the second, victory. Now, flashes of light, like lightning and thunder can resonate with you. We do have like lightning here, and then we have victory. Oh, Pisces, that's storm warning. Now, again, like this is, you know, a page for the Pisces, but also you ancient souls. You are all initiates of God, of source, you know, whatever resonates with you. You are initiates of the universe, and life is the mystery school. And why are we here? We are not here to be in the duality mind. We are here to be in the heart mind, or the non-duality mind. Yes, there's a storm warning, and then Pisces, instant victory over here. All right, put it in the comments below. Everything works out in my favor. Pisces, it actually brings in a person. We have man holding a heart. We have the world card. All right, so it's interesting. There is a storm warning. It only alchemizes to your cornucopia. And we do have magician in the mirror. Pisces, you are in this world, you are not of it. And when I say those words, it's not to say that you're exempt from duality, right? It's like honoring that we have a body, which means that we could trip and fall, which means that we could get a paper cut, you know? So I'm not saying those kind of things of like you're invincible, you know, and immortal. Maybe you are, you know, but with the magician in the mirror, you are the co-creator. Our highest truth is that our souls are infinite light. And so if there's say a reflection without of you, and say that is not fate, that is not destiny, and it's a lower vibration, therefore you have power over it. Therefore, it can only work in your favor, and that is the ancient truth. Now, what do we have for Pisces? I want to keep the victory. Well, we're actually going to keep all the cards. Victory, world card, man holding a heart. We do have Aphrodite, eternal love. Pisces, you being brave in a situation is actually bringing in so much for you. For Pisces, why do we have victory, man holding a heart, the world card, magician in the mirror, storm warning, cornucopia, returning home, the crystal path, brave spirit, and Aphrodite, eternal love. Why Aphrodite, eternal love, brave spirit, storm warning, cornucopia. Now it says storm, when I said rather storm warning, sacred came out. Be mindful of when the storm is sacred. Be mindful of the chaos that actually is only there to reroute you to the route, the path, whatever, the road of your soul destiny. All right, now why do we have brave spirit, eternal love? Why do we have victory here? Why do we have victory that came out? Why victory? Well, someone misses you. All right. Now, I did think of Guru Gula coming up to this reading, where Guru Gula is red, and so Guru Gula, go look up her mantra. Guru Gula, you will attract nothing more, nothing less than what's already on a soul level. It also repels negativity at the same time. Now, for some of you, how do you come into alignment? Cleansing. Again, cleansing is different for everyone. Maybe for you it's smudging, mantras, meditation, the baths, Now someone does miss you as well. All right, for Pisces. Why do we have victory, storm warning, magician in the mirror, cornucopia? Why do we have Aphrodite, eternal love? We do have King of Cups over here. Why do we have Aphrodite, eternal love, returning home, life between lifetimes, loving welcome, crystal beings, brave spirit, sacred, alignment. These cards are that didn't fall face up. Victory, brave spirit, sacred. Why do we have victory? Victory, Pisces. You have the Four of Wands here. All right, now there's a Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be healing something with the heart space. For Pisces, for this reading, why the King of Cups? Yeah, you have to be brave and strong. Some of you may resonate with Sekhmet. All right, we have the strength. Durga or Sekhmet can resonate with you. King of Cups, that's your energy, Pisces. You have to be strong in a situation. Why the Eight of Wands here? And then why the Four of Wands? Why the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords? Pisces, there's a choice in this situation. Why the Two of Wands with the Eight of Wands? Why the Two of Wands with the Eight of Wands? Truth. Yeah, do you follow your truth here? That's what's coming through. Now, we do have Queen of Swords. That was kind of almost like face up, and it wasn't. Queen of Swords, remaining in your truth, Pisces. There's a test here. Will you remain in your truth through a storm? Now, for Pisces, why do we have victory? Why do we have victory? Why do we have victory? Because you do get a victory, Pisces. All right. However, it comes with what cost? Your truth. Right? Not wavering in your truth. For some of you Pisces, you may feel like you're going through initiations, of like remaining in that, and I'm seeing like Anubis, where like in the temples of like, say, ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet, they would go through tests, trials, tribulations of consciousness, right? And you remaining in the heart space. And that's the true test, remaining not even in the heart space, but in Christ consciousness. When you're not even, right, when you're in the root, can you remain in Christ consciousness? That is the ultimate test. Now, I do see here, you may have even been betrayed in love. However, you have a win over here. Let's see what this is. Yeah, for some of you, you might be in your head, but there's an overflow. Ace of Cups. All right, we have Queen of Cups over here, Nine of Swords. Why the King of Cups with the Strength card? Yeah, Pisces, this was between you and another person. Interesting. You and someone else here. For some of you, you had to walk away from a marriage. You had to walk away from a relationship or some sort of partnership, even if it were not romantic. You had to walk away from a partnership. And that may have been hard. But at the end of the day, you had to hold your sword of truth. Ten of Swords. And for some of you Pisces, it was like this was definitely initiative, you know, like an initiation type of energy where you're like, well, if it's between my truth and the Ten of Swords, then I guess I'm going to take the Ten of Swords. You know, 10-10 Pisces, where you refused to sell out when it came to your truth. All right, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, and then the Four of Wands over here. But for some of you, this was in a partnership, which it could be work, friendship, it could be romance as well. But Pisces, it turns into a victory. Okay, storm warning, where there is like temporary chaos. And what's coming through is like, I'm seeing energetically your foundation and cords. Say like if you were in a relationship with someone, or even like a strong partnership. Look at this. Like there's these, what is it called? I don't know, ropes, ribbons that connect these wands together. If you like untether the cords, all the wands fall down, right? That's what happened here in some sort of partnership, whether that be marriage or just any kind of partnership. And it's cleaning it up, right? Where it's like, whoa, you know, like this, you know, especially if you're in partnership in any kind of way with someone, if you untether, there's a little bit of a mess, temporarily. However, Pisces, it does turn into success. Four of Cups over here with, and Saturn did move back into Pisces, but whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. Pisces, what this reading is saying here is kind of like Saturn energy of, and I'm actually feeling the Kalima energy, where like, well, we love you and we protect you, and in the future there is a victory, but not with this person around, not in that partnership, not in this or not in that. And it's almost like Spirit forced you to do the work here, Pisces. Like Spirit forced this ending for you. Four of Cups, Ten of Wands, because it truly, in the long run, would not have served you. You would have missed out on opportunities in that partnership, in that connection. You're meant for something bigger, something higher. Six of Wands here, Pisces. This is your energy victory. All right, so for Pisces, what do we have on this person? Why the Two of Cups here? Oh, for some of you, it could have been a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Why the Two of Cups here for Pisces? Yeah, for some of you, I see that you were in a long-term partnership, and there's a lot here about love. It does not have to be like romantic love. It could be platonic, but you know, we have a family over here too. I do see you having to be strong in a connection, in a relationship. I see it a long-term partnership, a long-term connection, but it got to the point, Pisces, of, is this worth sacrificing my truth? My soul destiny, my this, my that. Where for some of you, the person, say, like blocking your blessings, blocking your soul destiny, was someone very close to you. All right. And it got to the point, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands of like, what do I do? You know, like this really doesn't serve me, you know? And what I'm hearing also is like the Venus energy of authentic connections, shared values, authentic connections, you know, where Pisces, what I'm hearing is like deep shadow work. Like I'm even seeing like the back of the mind. Were you connected to this person due to loyalty of duties and responsibilities and like staying together for the sake of it? Or was it truly aligned on a soul level? And if you were to think of like your alignment on a soul level, like was it? You know, Ace of Swords here. Why the Ace of Swords? What was the truth? Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Truth is, it was not soul aligned. Devil card here. Three of Cups. All right, look at these chains here. And this is like a little bit of the Saturn energy where, Pisces, when it came to this partnership, this relationship, Spirit kind of dragged you. However, it's only because like it was karmic. And overall, it was actually going to not be so great for you in the long run. And it's the Kalima energy where it's like, yeah, that hurt, but you're liberated now. You're free. And it truly was going to hurt longer. It's like hugging a cactus, right? It was going to hurt you longer. It was going to hurt you more in the long run, rather, than if you were to like Saturn energy of like, okay, let's go through with this. Let's figure out how to clean this up, this storm, because there's a Six of Wands coming in for you. Now, why 10 of Swords here for Pisces? Why 10 of Swords? You have to walk away. That was the 10 of Swords. 144 as I say that, which may have been hard for you. But I do see 10 of Swords. You had to walk away because it would have cost you your truth. And that's very valuable. Your truth is priceless here, Pisces. And you didn't want to sell out on your truth. 7 of Wands, your truth is protected. You know, and again, it's like not everyone has the same truths, but it gets to a certain point, right? Of this person would not have protected your soul destiny. They would not have, you know, and that's just what I'm seeing. Why 4 of Wands here for Pisces? Why 4 of Wands? 10 of Pentacles. Why 4 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles for Pisces? Yeah, Pisces, where, again, like, you didn't look at that Queen of Wands. You could have been dealing with a earth sign or a fire sign. Pisces, you and this person had a lot of things tied together. 9 of Wands, that card just was. Where, yes, even money was involved. Especially if this was a marriage. Again, it's like, how do we split things? How do I move into my own home, right? Like when you're splitting up with someone. For some of you, again, like just a strong collaboration in some way, shape, or form. Strong partnership. Could have been even like a business partnership. 555 as I say that. So even if it was business partnership, it's like, oh, how do we energetically and material-wise, how do we split this? You know, like how do we now build our own foundations? Where your foundation was greatly tied to someone else. 10 of Pentacles, Death card. You lost money in this process. Your heart was broken in this process, but it freed you to, you know, and I see you soul aligned with the Wheel of Fortune. Why the Wheel of Fortune here for Pisces? Why the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces? You're in your power now, Pisces. You know, Emperor card over here. Where again, I do see like whether this be a work partnership, friends, or even a lover. I do see a lot about marriage and love here. What is it worth? Yes, there was a 10 of Pentacles here and Death card, transformation. What is your truth worth? What is your joy worth? Right? And for some of you, I do see that you chose your truth and your joy rather than living in a box due to so many, being attached to so many things outside of you. Why the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor? Why the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor? Yeah, Pisces, I do see over here you have the 9 of Coins in reverse. We have the 2 of Swords. Why 9 of Coins in reverse with the 2 of Swords? I see, Pisces, that you're cleaning things up. Again, we do have storm warning. Why Page of Wands with the Magician card over here? Pisces, you get it all back. You know, and that's what Spirit, look at that, justice, balance. This is Ma'at, order. Listen, Linda, listen, Pisces. There is, whenever you see chaos, I know there must be order. There is order behind that storm. There is order behind that chaos, because that is how the universal laws go. And there are universal laws that are immutable. It doesn't matter, you know, about opinions and this and that. There are immutable laws of the universe. And yes, there's some chaos. However, highest truth is order, right? And what I see is like commanding it. Magician in the mirror. I command order in the midst of chaos. I'm trying to get this Magician in the card. You are the co-creator. You are the magician here, right? And the universe wields to your favor. And I do see here, Pisces, you had a lot of money tied with this partnership, this person, this lover. You end up becoming independent. It's not quite easy over here. However, Page of Wands, Magician card, remembering who you are, right? Magician, magician. And Ace of Pentacles comes in. You are never in lack. You are an infinite soul over here. Infinite, right? And so it's like, well, I had to release a lot of material in this situation. But what's coming in is in alignment with your soul truth. It's higher. You know, what's also coming through, Pisces, is like, you know, there's temporary chaos, but what's coming in for you now, this is a true foundation. This is like, I'm seeing things stick, you know, like it comes in and it sticks. I don't know, I'm seeing like primer, like painting primer, you know, things like that. You know, your foundation now without this person, without all the energy, and for some of you, even material items connected to this person, it's cleared. Your foundation is primed to receive, you know. With chaos, the highest truth is that there is always order. Now, what is the advice for Pisces? What is the advice for Pisces? You know, for some of you, I do see like this feeling of being stuck over here, trying to move forward, but being stuck. And there's a part of me, Pisces, reading this reading, we're like, well, how do we get out of that? Why the 8 of Swords over here for Pisces? Why the 8 of Swords for Pisces? What Spirit is saying is, in this situation, Pisces, we have the Five of Cups over here. This is a situation, Pisces, of you are going to be victorious, but it's like doing work that's really hard to do. This is Saturn energy, where Six of Swords are trying to move forward. For some of you, we do have the cleanse card over here. Cleansing the mental field, emotional field, your energetic field, or even your physical field can really support you here. But even the astral field, you could benefit definitely from a cleansing. What Spirit is also saying is, Pisces, you are going to move forward, but it's a little bit of Saturn energy where I'm seeing like an energetic scan of like, yeah, but you have to clear that out. You have to clear that out. Now, again, whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. This is the year of 9. And so in the last few months of the year, it's clearing out those things that are kind of hard to you, the past lives, so this and the that. But it does bring in what is true to your foundation. It does bring in the Gurukula energy, what is true on a soul level. All right, but I do see Pisces. There's just a little bit, though, of a warning of like, hey, let's clear out the things it is that we need to clear out. The things it is that you, like Pisces, this reading is like, hey, you would rather avoid clearing all this out. You would rather not think about it. But it's really going to support you in clearing it out. Why the Five of Cups here for Pisces? No, Judgment. No Five of Cups for Pisces. Not at all. Judgment and the Sun card. Judgment, Sun card, right? Judgment is Pisces. Again, like this is a reading, Pisces, and really all the Ancient Souls readings and Pisces. Anything lower vibration, you have authority over. And I'm thinking of the Kemetic tree of life, the sphere of Nephthys, Nebhetet, is the ability, like the mystery school remembrance of, I have the ability to invoke any emotion, anything at any time, without necessarily anything without of me. Pisces, don't allow the duality of the world of your life to get in the way of this. Because there's a victory here. However, Pisces, Saturn did move into your sign. I don't know if any Pisces likes the energy of Saturn, but Saturn's trying to help you here, where Saturn's like, hey, you do have great wins in the future. We need to cross T's. We need to dot I's. And that's what I'm seeing over here. This is a reading of crossing T's, dotting I's. You are guaranteed victory in this reading. Five of Cups is it's grieving. It's being sad. No, Judgment, Sun card. This is the judgment upon your life, the Sun card, Pisces. All right, so declare it in the comments below. This is a lot of duality here, but I do see that you move through all of it. It still turns into Judgment, Sun card. Judgment, Ace of Pentacles. You are a co-creator. But again, you're in this world, you're not of it. It's not to say that you will not witness or experience duality. But it allows you to remember who you are. And that's what I'm seeing over here. For Pisces, what are some closing messages? Freedom. Yeah, we're like, it wasn't easy, Pisces. We do have the healing temple. There was a lot of healing, but it freed you. Freedom, action, and power over here. Call back your energy. Call back your power. For Pisces, what are some other cards for Pisces? No more hiding. And then we have kindness and nurturing. And then balance over here. All right, Pisces, it is Libra season. You could be finding balance. Guanyin can resonate with you. We have kindness and nurturing, focusing on the heart space. And then no more hiding. But that's what I see in this reading, Pisces, where your spirit team, universe, Saturn, whatever it is for you, it's like, hey, Pisces, we really need to cross those T's and dot those I's, but it's for your highest good. And I will say, like, a Piscean energy is Pisces wants to dream. Look, hear all those birds. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's a whole bunch of birds out of nowhere. So you could also resonate with birds. But yeah, there's no more hiding where it's like, hey, that relationship wasn't going to work out anyway. Reconfiguring, resetting, rebalancing wealth after some sort of breakup, after some sort of like departure, whatever it is over here. But it all works out for you. And what do we have for Pisces for advice? What do we have for Pisces for advice? Too many cards, but we do have crystalline body, confirmation. What do we have for Pisces for advice? We do have final karmic lesson. We have dreams. For some of you Pisces, it could be Saturn, but whenever you're watching this, it can be for you, where things are being called to your attention. Call back your energy for sure over here. There's a few different ways that you could call back your energy. But there's a final karmic lesson here, Pisces, of like, hey, you know, let's take off the rose-colored glasses, but it truly leads to freedom. It leads to your judgment upon your life is joy. That's it, Pisces. Joy, victory, success is upon your life when we take off the rose-colored glasses and truly like do some sort of work here or what no longer serves you. What are some final messages? Your devotion is recognized, Pisces, okay? Where, again, this is a Saturn kind of energy, Pisces, but your devotion's recognized here. Where in the midst of this, do remain devoted, remain in the heart space, right? I do see you just doing the work here. It leads to the higher timeline, and that is fated for you. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.